Okay.
Yes, it's different because you have better. Like that's why I'm like I play more patient against Falco because he's so oppressive. His frame rate is more oppressive. So it's like, you know, if I'll play against like who would I play more aggressive against?
DK, Ganon.
DK, yeah, or something. Yeah, you know, like throw out some nairs, come in, come out. But here it's like I miss one, and then I get a combo start of like 60% almost if I don't watch my DI.
So here's the thing: you have your disjoints, right, with your jab, forward tilt, fair, stuff like that, and you also do have combos too, right? They're not quite as insane, but if you're getting punishes on me, you want to make sure that your punishes are as devastating as possible. So when you're winning advantage or winning neutral, you don't want to be like, okay, well, I hit him and I did 14 when you could have done like 30, right? It's very much the same thing as like, I'll say Mithra. Mithra only does damage because of her combos. Her single hits are very weak. Like her forward tilt does 6 damage, and her down tilt does 3.7. Right?
Yeah, it's like
basically Pikachu.
Yeah.
So if she's only devastating if the player has good combos. But if I just like hit you with like fair, like forward tilt, or no, down tilt fair the entire time, down tilt fair does 11% for Mithra. So it's nothing. So I can win neutral like 10 times, and it takes me 10 times to do like 100 damage.
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't matter.
Which, yeah. So you want to make sure that when you're getting in and making your good decisions, your reward also has to be your full punish.
It. Like I can't even aerial. The minute you throw that fair, it's like it beats out everything.
So right there, I made a read on your jump though, right? If you didn't jump right there, I was still gonna jump anyways. Come on. So right now you're swinging a lot, right? Nothing wrong with throwing up the nairs, but as soon as you go for a jab, that jab is missing. You don't want to go for jab 1, 2, and 3. Just go for jab 1, or you want to just try and go for nair into dash away, nair into shield, nair into spot dodge, if you're right up on me, right? Which we spoke about. But I'd rather actually see you space that nair well, which you are spacing it quite well. But then if you happen to miss it, you don't want to autopilot to jab to try and stop me from rushing in on you. You want to autopilot to dashing away, so that if and when I do rush in, you can turn around with a forward tilt, jump back in with a back air, go back in with a fair, right? Turn around with a boomerang, something like that, versus saying, well, he's right up on me and I gotta stuff him out, because you've almost been conditioned by players that panic, right? Where it's like, you know, they're gonna run in on you and do something weird, so jab just works, right?
Okay. Like there's no scenario. I don't understand.
No scenario
for anything. I feel stumped. Every time I play against this character, it's like, it's just, okay, I can't just throw shit out like how I want it. It's not, it shuts down, like, this character shuts down my game plan. Like, basically, even Wolf 2 has that same kind of vibe.
Here's the thing though, like even just in the way that you phrased it for yourself, I can't just throw shit out. And I'm picking on that pretty specifically because if that's how you feel like you should be able to play, and I know you're kind of just saying it because we're just talking, it's not like super important to say it a specific way, but if deep down you do feel like I should be able to just throw shit out, it's like, well, it's probably not the character, it's more so the caliber of the player that you're playing against, and it might also happen to play this character, right? There's a very strong reason why there's certain Link players that I can kill and other ones I can't do anything to. It's not the character, it's the player. Even between you and myself, if you're not necessarily a brand new player, but if you're a newer player than myself, then you're going to feel like most of the shit you do just doesn't work. But once again, going all the way back to engaging and approaching, most of the situations that I have you in, I've been in multiple times. So when you're trying to reject my approach, or stump me, or stop me, or escape things, I just know the answer, right? Like when we were over here and I down aired you into the stage and went back like this and up smashed, you air dodged in and you were like up here, right? How did I know that was going to happen?
Because you were checking the way I play. You're like recording everything you're seeing.
It's partially that, but also I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of other players in the exact same spot, and most of them do the same thing. That was when that situation happened. That was the first time that had happened at all while we were playing. So how did I know it was going to happen one for one?
I guess from experience of playing so many players.
Exactly.
Everyone does that kind of thing.
Exactly. Rather than saying like, "Oh, I'm just gonna not cover this," it's just like let him just escape, or maybe like prove it to me that he will. I was 100% confident in my read. And if you didn't air dodge there, I'm still going to do it. That's the confidence to say I'm going to try. And if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Versus saying I want you to stand right here. And if you happen to air dodge in, I'm like, oh shit, I just throw it like jab. It's like, okay, well, I could have killed him. With regards to if you're feeling like you're overwhelmed, like everything you do is wrong, a lot of what you're doing is not wrong. It's more so that when you get a punish, it's not turning into something devastating. There's quite a few times, I think it was a couple of games ago, I was on the right side of the stage and I made a mistake and you grabbed me when you could have killed me. I was around like, I want to say 110 or 112, somewhere in that range, where it's like if you went for a forward tilt, I would have died, or up smashed or up beat, I would have died. But you instinctively went for the, in quotations, fastest thing, which is like, oh shit, that's the I wasn't ready for him to make a mistake option. So you dashed, went for a grab, went for a forward throw, got a ledge trap, and I didn't die. Whereas if he just ran up, went for an up smash, then I was for sure dead. Another big part of this too, as far as like approaching or having like playing with more balance, is trying to anticipate when you think your opponent will probably make a mistake. Okay, so if you hit me with something, you should know based on the buffer system and how the game works. If you hit me with basically anything at all, I'm going to try to immediately try to escape. So number one, like DI away from you, and I'm either going to try and jump away from you, nair and hit you, or air dodge away from you. So if you know one of those things is coming, you should not be surprised when it happens and then be like, well, you just escaped, so I don't know what to do here. Like if I go like, let's say for a down air like that, and I think you're going to air dodge away from me, even though let's say it is a true combo, if I was to go for like down air right here, I could dash over and go like that, for example. It's like, well, how do I know that's gonna work? It's like, well, I don't know what's gonna work, but I'm gonna try it anyways because I've done it to other people and it's worked on them. So I can try and call that out against you because you could have DI'd or air dodged in and got behind me. I could have gone like this, dashed like this, and been completely wrong. But now next time, I might try and go for a down air and hit you, and then I'll either go for the whole combo because it would still be true, or I can just dash back and I go for an up smash back here or something. About 45% I wouldn't do it because you wouldn't die. So that's another whole conversation, but just to know, if I have some sort of read in mind, it's based on, let's say, how other people have played, and also paying attention from game to game or from day to day, watching other people play, and then putting it into practice when it's actually time to try it out. Rather than just saying, oh, this person's just not going to do this because I decided for them that they're too good to fall for this, right?
Okay, yeah, already deciding, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have some sort of sneaky plan and you think it might work, you should go for it 100%. Don't think, well, there's no way he's going to miss this tech. There's no way he's going to air dodge in. There's no way he's going to throw out a nair and land on my shield. There's no way he's going to roll away because he's just too good of a player. It's like, that's not true. You have to give me a chance to make a mistake. Don't decide for me that I'll just play perfect.
It's like the confidence thing.
Yep.
She won't date me. She won't date me. I don't even, why should I even try?
Exactly. And that's the thing too, is like, if you're not in the game, I guess it kind of is like a conversation between our two controllers, but if you're not a smooth talker, then you're going to lose a lot of those situations or a lot of those interactions. If you've ever watched any like these social experiment type videos, and not the gold digger prank ones because those are obviously fake, but like the other ones where people go to like schools and they try and get a girl's number and stuff, a lot of the times girls will say no, and then the guy will just say something like that's pretty smooth or different or whatever, and then she ends up changing her mind because he's had the girl say, oh, I have a boyfriend, or oh, I had to run to class, which makes no sense, or something like, it's like, oh, some excuse because I just want to have an excuse, and the guy's like, okay, well, I've heard all of them, so here's my immediate comeback to catch her off guard. So now she's frozen in fear to be like, I don't know what to say, and then number acquired, or in the case of this, up smash or whatever, whatever you want to be, right? Up the other shield.
Because the worst case scenario happened. He got no.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I survived. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well, I say the same thing with like nail the trick too. So people say, what if they just tech? It's like, what if they don't? People are like, oh shit. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh shit! You weren't ready for that? You didn't expect me to say that? What if they don't tech? It's like, oh my god. The parallel is actually insane.